Moneymakers, welcome back to the channel. In this particular video, we are going to talk about two of our favorite stocks. The first one is Tesla, which is trading at $838. It is down 4.29% or $37 today, and we have seen quite some red days for Tesla. The second one, very similar story, NIO, ticker symbol NIO, that has massive catalyst, massive growth as well, very similar, very alike to Tesla, and once again a very similar story, and we'll talk about it. Is at $22.76. It's down 8%. We have seen quite some red days, and there is a potential for NIO to double and triple the return on investment in 2022 itself because of the catalyst. I'll leave you with one of this article. We'll review why NIO stock can recover in 2022, and not by just to $10, $20, $30, but it can actually recover and go to 3x price point than what we are seeing right here, right now. And I'll also review some of this tip ranks analysis and some of the price prediction from the financial advisors, and at the same time we'll review why the market is down, what are some of the catalysts that can bring it up. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence and research. I do believe in Tesla. I do believe in NIO because they have some great business models. They're a pretty innovative company. They are in the EV segment. The supply chain management issues were pretty strong and severe for both of these companies that are only going to get better as we get rid of this COVID situation, or the pandemic is going to release its pressure day by day, week by week, and month by month. One more thing that you want to see why the market is down. If you take a look at NASDAQ Composite, take a look, 1.82% down for 5 days. We are down 2 to 3%. For 1 month, we are down massive 7%. At one point, we went to all the way right here, 13,300 points, and for year to date we are massively down 15%, which is pretty red in terms of the market. But you want to zoom in when you want to see for a long term. Take a look. For 1 year we are getting almost up to the flat level. For 5 years, if you take a look, we have done substantially well. We are up 130%. Which means that in the long term, we are doing pretty good. But if you take a look at Max, you should be able to see that you went up to this 7,800 points in terms of the NASDAQ Composite, and then we doubled up 15,600. So you want to find out the balance between the low and the high, and we might be able to see certain lows, and they are depending upon certain conditions. One is the Ukraine and the fight that is going on at the international level. Now, Ukraine and Russia, if that situation gets worse into south, you may see that there will be some hiccups and turbulence into the market. Now, if that works out, we may see 3 to 5% jump just in a couple of days, or maybe within a week period of time, because there is not so much pressure from the international level. However, for the United States, especially for NASDAQ and Dow Jones, you may see that Fed meeting is coming up next month around 13th or 15th of March. Don't quote me on date, but at that point, Fed is going to touch upon some of the inflation concerns. Now, if that softs out, or if that gets a little bit, once again, the release into this inflation situation that we are seeing, you may see the market is becoming more towards greener. So you will see more green days than the red days. But if the Fed announces more and more statements around how they're tapering the bond buying program, and or how much, up to what extent that they're going to increase the rates, that can impact market into, it could be an adverse impact, or it can cause some of the red days as well. So all in all, you want to remember that the supply chain management issue that we have been seeing going to get better. That's one of the big catalysts for both Tesla and NIO. The second thing is the Ukraine situation. If that gets better, it can go either way. But if it gets better, you may see 5% up into the market. If it does not get better, you may see turbulence, and if it gets to a point where there will be some sort of invasion, you may see that 5 to 7% market down from this point as onwards as well. Now for Tesla, what you want to remember is fundamentally nothing has changed. The company has been doing pretty good. They have been sharing some of the record numbers for last Q4 2021, and they have bigger, better, actually extraordinary projections for 2022. Right now we are seeing 839. If market gets better, I have no doubt that it can hit 11 to 1200 US dollars in very near future. If you take a look at for last 5 days, we are pretty flat. For last 1 month, we are down 18%. As a matter of fact, I covered this stock when we were around 850, and we got back up to almost $1,000 that I don't really see in this chart. And many of swing traders like me, you might have sold it, but once again, this could be your chance to buy. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence. By the way, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, also turn on the notification bell. That is going to help this channel a lot. I'm not a financial advisor. I share this with you, hoping you can make informed financial decision. And just to give me back, if you can, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. For year to date, we are down 29 to 30%. I have no doubt that we can hit back. Tesla can hit back $1,200, which is, by the way, the year range is 1243, which is the high price point. The low is 539. I do not believe that Tesla has too much room to go back to 539, but it'll be super massive buying opportunity if it goes under $750 or so on and so forth into that area. Now for 1 year, if you take a look, Tesla is up 7%. Now, second stock I want to talk about is NIO. NIO is $22.86. Very similar story. They have the NIO Park coming up. They're getting into the US market as well. They have also shared some extraordinary numbers in terms of the delivery, and they have bigger, better plans for 2022 in terms of the vehicle that they're going to ship and put it back into the market, and the supply chain management issue is going to get better and better day by day. For 5 days, we are pretty flat, 4% down from 1 month. We are significantly down 22 to 23% for 6 months. The story tells us that we are almost cut in half year to date. We are 31% down, but take a look what happened. We have seen almost $51, and in last 52 weeks or 1 year, we are on the high side. We are $58. Right now, we are almost around the tail of the price point. $19 is the lowest price. We are $22. I do believe that NIO is at discount price at the moment. Do your own due diligence because VIX is high. When VIX is high, 4.20% right now in today's market, you may think that there will be more FUD into the market, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and we can still go a little bit more south. But for the fundamental stock, someone might want to dollar cost average if you're like me, because fundamentally great stocks. I want to leave you with this article. Can NIO stock recover in 2022? Take a look. NIO has lost as much as we have seen. How much? 43%, almost 50% value within 1 year, buckling under the mounting pressure of ongoing supply chain challenges. And now, this is one of the bigger factors that I wanted to tell you, that this can only get better day by day as the pandemic situation gets better and better every single day. Now, the large regulatory overhang is also between US and Chinese stock is also one of the concerns that will hopefully get better with the time. Yet, underlying business fundamentals have continued to show strength. So, fundamentally great company. Nothing has changed for the company. What has changed is the international parameters, the market sentiment, and what we are seeing in terms of the FUD into the market. With the robust delivery volume growth that they're expecting, it is protected cheap supply shortage that is only going to get better. For both Tesla and NIO, the EV maker is slated for further share gain because the market is converting from gas vehicles into the electric vehicles and the cleaner energy projects that we have been seeing across the globe. And Europe is also getting into the mix and continued expansion in both Asia, Europe, and also in US or North America for NIO. NIO's upcoming launch with the lower price sub-brand is also expected to drive further market for the lower price range targeted customers. And with that, this vehicle is going to underpinning the greater market share growth beyond the premium EV cohort that we see. With NIO's increased addressed market, it is going to get more and more opportunity, more and more numbers in terms of the delivery for the vehicles and their revenue growth. The NIO Park is going to get up and running up to the most part in 2022, and with that there is a massive potential. NIO stock has lost a massive amount of price point, and what we see in terms of what the analysts are saying, let's take a look. For Tesla, we are seeing the smart score of 6, which is neutral, which is a moderate buy based on the analyst. This is not me, this is the tip ranks analyst. The sentiment for Tesla is very positive, especially at $840 price point. You are getting Tesla at a discounted price. Can it go lower? Yes, of course it can. But the potential of getting back up to $1,000, $1,100, and potentially $1,243 is pretty massive. So sentiment is very positive. The sentiment is bullish based on the blogger opinion, and the news sentiment is pretty neutral at the moment. It will pick up in terms of the valuation, in terms of the delivery when we see the quarterly data at the end of March or early April. Now, the hedge funds have decreased their position because they might be booking more profit. We'll see more accurate data. The SMA is positive. Momentum is 9.79%. And the trend, insider trend, they have bought more and more shares. And return on the equity is amazing 21.06%. Now, what the analysts are saying in terms of the price point, take a look. I don't really want to even talk about this 300 because low price point, but there is one I just wanted to point out from one analyst, and there are 5 are saying sell, there are 17 are saying buy, but all in all, the average is saying, analysts are predicting $11.27 as an average for next 12 months into the price point target, as well as the high or the super optimistic analysts are talking about $1,580, which is double the price, almost close to double, not double, but it's not 1640 will be precisely double, but 1580 will be very close to double. So 2x return, 2x price point from this price point, 100% return, which is massive. I'm not sure the 300 where it came from, but I wasn't able to find really some of the data. Part of the reason is I don't have a premium account, so can't really see. But 29 ratings, 17 are saying buy, 7 are saying hold, only 5 analysts are saying sell. Whereas the average price point is 1127, which is massive, and you want to consider what can happen. With NIO, similar story, 7 score strong buy. Sentiment is negative at the moment because the stock is going down. Bloggers are saying the opinions are bullish. Hedge funds increasing. Technicals are negative, of course, because the stock is down 60, 65, 70%. Return on the equity is 61.39% as well. But what you want to think about is when the market is in deep, when there is a ton of fear, when people are fearful, you want to become a little greedy, and you might want to not buy everything at the same time, but dollar cost average, which is my opinion. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. But do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so we can share this video with more and more people. I want to lastly talk about in this particular video what the analysts are saying in terms of the price point. Now take a look. The lowest price point analysts are predicting is $34, while we are at 22.9, so $23 at the moment. 11 rating, no one is saying hold, no one is saying sell, everyone is saying buy at this price point, and I 100% agree with them. The average price point, if you take a look, is 58.27, which is much more than double, very close to triple. The triple of $22 will be 66. Now we're not at 66, but we're way above than 44, which is double the price point. So you are looking into potentially doubling up or tripling in terms of the price point in 2022. This is on the base of 12 months forecasting by the analyst. NIO stock forecast and price targets. 87 is the high. that the analysts are predicting. So I believe somewhere between 58 and 87 the stock can go. Given that what is the market condition for the rest of the year, what the NIO is doing, what the NIO as a company is doing in terms of the delivery, which I believe they're going to create more and more record. They will have strong momentum in terms of the business expansion into the European region as well as in North America, and they'll be selling more and more into different segments for EV vehicles because they're going to have more affordable and cheaper model in terms of the EV vehicles. So you want to think about NIO as a one fits that multiple segments, whereas Tesla is one of the premium product, one of a kind, so it has also massive potential as well. I just wanted to share this information with you, hoping you can make informed financial decision. Don't forget to support the channel, hit the like, hit the subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I will see you in the next video.